If you don't start tracking these things now, you are going to lose your mind. Hello, this is Kea, aka Comfy Girl Curls, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about 10 things you must be tracking as a paid content creator or influencer. And it doesn't matter if you are new to the game or if you are a content creator who has been getting paid. This is still a video you're gonna wanna watch. So let's just dive right into it. So the first two that we're gonna get into are just good business practices. If you are getting paid, you're gonna have to pay taxes. So it's really important to track the money that is coming and going. So number one, your income. This seems really straightforward, but when I first started getting paid, my income spreadsheet was a hot mess. When you're tracking your income, you are not just writing down how much you got paid and calling it a day. Especially when it comes to tax purposes, you're gonna wanna make sure that you are tracking, and I've got my list to make sure I don't miss anything. Obviously, how much you got paid, who paid, date that the work was completed, what the deliverables were, so what you did in exchange for the payment, when payment was received by you, the method of payment, the invoice number that you issued for the work. And I personally like to keep a note section for miscellaneous comments. So some things I put in mine are the exchange rates in case a brand paid me in US dollars, and anything else I might want to keep for my own reference, like whether or not they paid me late. So next, expenses, because if you want to try and save on those taxes, you'll want to make sure you are writing off any eligible expenses. First thing I cannot stress enough, save those receipts in the moment. You really should be keeping hard copy receipts as well, but if you purchased anything online, I just recommend downloading that invoice right away and keeping it in its own folder on your computer. And I do have an ongoing spreadsheet for my expenses, and in that I include what I bought, who the vendor was, how much it cost, the date I bought it, and the business purpose for it. And don't forget to include any recurring payments or subscriptions. For example, I have Adobe Photoshop and Lightroom, Tailwind, Canva, InShot for editing my videos, and KeySearch for doing my SEO research for my blog and YouTube. Next up, number 3, gigs or collaborations. And again, I've got a list here. So first thing I like to note down is whether they reached out to me or I pitched them, how much was offered and negotiated, what the agreed deliverables were, the term length, whether you had agreed on exclusivity or not, what the key messaging of the campaign was, and any of the dates attached. Okay, next, gifted product. I consider this to be product that I was sent without the explicit requirement to post. So I like to write down the company that did the gifting, what the items were, the dollar value, and if I posted about it, what was the content I created, and when did I post it. So there's a couple of reasons why I track this information. Number one, I like to keep a total value of the gifts that I've been sent for the year. And I really do like to make sure that I at the very least shout out a gifted product on my stories. So tracking everything like this helps me make sure that I haven't missed posting anything on social media. Number 5, deadlines. Probably the bane of your existence, but a necessary evil in the content creation world. So when it comes to tracking your deadlines, there's a couple different ways you can do it, but either way, it is so vital to track and stay on top of your deadlines. And when I talk about deadlines, I'm not just talking about agreed posting dates for your content. You'll want to make sure you're tracking concept, first draft, final draft, submission dates to the brand, as well as any contract signing deadlines. I cannot stress how much you want to keep track of these things. And start now because you have no idea how fast things can snowball. You might just have one brand collaboration on the table right now, and you're like,
I can manage that, it's fine.
And then all of a sudden, 5 more brands pitch you and your dates are just a jumbled mess. Okay, number 6, affiliate programs. Track them now. I have found as time has gone on, I have signed up for so many different affiliate programs. I don't even know off the top of my head how many I'm signed up for. But as time goes on, you will naturally sign up for more and more affiliate programs, and it's really easy for them to slip your mind. And in forgetting about them, you are missing out on an income opportunity. So there's a couple different ways you can track it. You can have a running list, you can have it organized by category, so that if you are ever writing a blog post or making a YouTube video and want to link to products, you are linking making using your affiliate links and not missing out on an opportunity to get a little bit extra cash. Next, coupon codes. Similar to the affiliate programs, these will rack up over time, and then all of a sudden you've lost track of them and you've lost an opportunity to use them. So this list doesn't have to be extensive. Essentially just brand what your dedicated coupon code is and the amount in dollars or percentage that your audience will get off. Number 8, brand and PR contacts. Track them, have an address book, have something. Make sure you are tracking these and you do not lose them. This ensures that when you have an idea you want to pitch to a brand, that you are getting in touch with the right contacts. Because remember, most brands don't actually have their PR or collab contact information public. So if you have ever been in direct contact with a PR person from a company, even if they pitched you a collaboration and nothing came of it, it's really important to keep that information handy for the future. Number 9, your time. As a content creator, your time is just as valuable as your audience, your platform, and the content you're creating. Tracking your time is vital, and knowing on average how much time it takes you to do anything from the content creating process, like photography, filming, editing, copywriting, to the admin stuff, like reviewing contracts, answering email, writing invoices, and planning out your content calendar. Knowing what those time commitments look like will help you be able to manage your time better, help you decide whether or not you can handle another collaboration, will help you determine if your rates are actually reflecting your labor hours, and will also just help keep you sane. Last but not least, it is so important to track your growth and your stats. Not only is it good for morale to see, where you started and where you are now, it's just good business practice. It is so important to be able to articulate your growth, articulate your stats without needing to spend hours digging for that information. This will help you be able to analyze what's working and what isn't, and will also help you set growth goals based on past performance. So there you have it, 10 things that you really should be tracking as a paid content creator. And whether you are tracking these with a spreadsheet, a handwritten list, using a program, or even a personal assistant, tracking these things is going to level up your professionalism and will also help you feel a lot more in control of your business. I'd love to hear in the comments whether or not you are tracking these things and how you are doing it. I love hearing everybody else's best practices. You know the drill. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, turn on that little notification bell, and also let me know what else you'd like to see from me in the future. And if you want to stay in touch between now and when my next video comes out, you can find me on both Instagram and Twitter at ComfyGirlCurls, where I share a little bit more of my day-to-day life. See you next time.